Gen Z women have to be stopped by 40 Shams. I met him at DreamCon. He was a pretty cool dude. Let's see what this is about.
Past midnight. 30 seconds past midnight.
30 seconds.
Gen Z women have to be studied. I've never seen a generation be this proud to be bops. They flex this shit like it's a badge of honor. They literally flex the number of bodies they have. And I mean, it's not just the woman either.
Gross.
On one end, you got these red pill incels who basically make it their whole personality to dislike women. And then on the other end, you got these women who basically make it their whole personality to be bops. And
also, by the way, Shams does not talk like this at all in real life, bro. I don't know why, but he doesn't talk or like sound like this really that much at all in real life.
dislike men. Gen Z in general is just cooked. If you don't know who that blonde lady is, that was Bonnie Blue. She's a spicy content creator who's basically known for trying to have the most bodies. And for anyone who thinks I'm joking or exaggerating, I'm not. This is literally the line of the 1,000 men waiting to pipe her down.
Yo, these mans is in a queue to clap some cheeks. They're in a you know how like in Fortnite you got to get in a queue before the game starts. And then does he have his shoes off? Why does his toes look like? I don't know, but this is weird. This man has his shoes off. Yo, he took his shoes off. Yo, these men took their shoes off. Ew.
Dudes were pulling up with ski masks on because they know they weren't supposed to. And I don't doubt that there was probably a bunch of married men there too. And she's literally over here flexing this like a badge of honor.
The big 1,000.
She said the big 1,000 like it's a plaque.
Like Wilt Chamberlain.
Like some sort of trophy.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago. I told you girls, taking fluids for moisturizer was good for your skin.
Yeah, if you're a woman taking advice from her, I don't even know what to tell you. You're just lost.
So I've been so busy bunking students, and now it's time for the dad.
Question: would you guys? I know this is an off the wall question, but would you guys Bonathan Bluey?
Dads and the older brothers to have a go. So dads, are you ready to bonk me?
Are you ready to
I don't
bonk
know
me?
what's more
It's
disturbing,
crazy
the fact
work.
that she's doing that or the fact that these guys are just so happy to be recorded. These look like grown men with families. That's so embarrassing.
That is
and
sad.
this isn't even close to all the crazy stuff that she said. There's a reason people call her a succubus. If you look at her eyes, there's literally no soul in there. And some of the stuff she says is just downright demonic.
Do you believe in God?
No, I believe in cum.
Oh,
What?
Wow. Okay.
Maybe I do need to.
She repeated it. I don't think that's considered demonic. I just think she worships. Some people worship God. Some people worship the pleasures of life. What's right? What's wrong? Who am I to judge?
Find God. Then again, a gangbang in the church sounds better than finding God.
And not to be that guy, but a lot of the stuff that she says, if a man said it, they'd get crucified.
My nephew's 18. He's still a child.
I'll send him to me then.
No,
Oh my God.
I'll find him in my queue one day.
no.
Brief intermission.
Oh, yo, that is so disrespectful. She has to either kick her out the place or remove her physically from that's the only no.
I'm trying to get to 100K subs, so I'd appreciate
I
it
don't
if you
care
like,
how many subs you got right now. I'm gonna add to that, Shams. Shout out, bro. Shout out. I'm gonna add to
comment,
that.
subscribe.
Yeah, do it for free. I would want to watch his toes curls while I suck the religion out of him.
Suck
Wow.
the religion out of him? Is that not insane? That's gotta be blasphemy. And the fact that she's
Blasphemy?
not canceled or being penalized for any of this just goes to show you that a lot of people don't have a problem with her actions.
Right,
Because
it's
if they were
cool.
genuinely
Honestly, it's like, who really cares about like what Bonathan Blue is doing? Like, who cares? Like, I feel like most people, I have too much of my own life going on and too much of my own, personal endeavors that I'm focusing on to honestly focus on a woman who wants to run around and it's like, that's a problem, bro. Why do men care so much about what women do with their bodies? If it's not your daughter, even if it's your daughter, once people get to a certain age, you don't own anybody but yourself. So why do people be so worried about what other people are doing and caught up in it? Like, bro, it's not you. You have to focus on your life. As long as you move the right way and you move how you want to move, don't be mad at other people for how they want to move.
bothered,
Also, that's a fire background, Jams. I will say that's a pretty fire background.
they would have done something. And are we just gonna ignore her predatory words and actions? Because she keeps talking about barely legal, 30 seconds legal.
I didn't go barely legal enough, so I want someone 30 seconds past midnight.
I'm sorry, but
Oh, that's what she meant by 30 seconds. I don't think that's who cares, honestly. Who really cares, man? 18, like, bro, if you're 18, man, I know a lot of rappers that say they want to get college girls, and mind you, the rappers be like 30 plus girls in college, and they be like college freshmen too. Girls in college be like 18 to 22, so they're like freshly out of high school, and nobody really cares because it's like if they want it, the other people want it. Who cares, man? You got to live your life at the end of the day. You know, you got to live your life at the end of the day. You can't live other people's lives or get mad at them because of how they want to live theirs.
there's no male, especially a male celebrity, who could say that statement and go on about their life like nothing happened. But hey, that's double standards for you. Does she think that the stuff she's saying won't register in young people's heads until they hit that age?
Bro, see, to prove my point, I bet you Shams doesn't even care about, bro. I bet you Shams doesn't even care about this, bro. Because like bro, nobody cares about this stuff. It's all just to talk so we can react to it. And since you're probably sitting down eating right now, you can react to me reacting to this. It's all just for entertainment, I guess.
18 mark. Like, yes, although what she's doing and saying is technically legal, she's gotta know it's not morally sound. She's gotta know that it has an impact on underage
morals.
people. Because let's be honest.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was 18 and I wasn't getting cheeks though, and I could go down the street or drive like 30 minutes to like a line where like a girl would just take my V card or just let me crack, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and she knows what she's doing. Boy, you would catch me in one of those lines. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
The type of place that the internet is, it's not like some sort of club. It's not like, oh, you have the 21 and up, it's restricted, you can't go there. No, almost everyone has access to everything. And even at times when things are restricted, people find a way to bypass it. For example, they literally found a way to sneak spicy content into Roblox, a kid's game.
You found the best game to find the EHUS? That is crazy work. That's a pretty good ad placement, Shams. I will say that is a pretty good ad placement. That was perfect timing because I really wanted to hear the next part. That is crazy. That is crazy that they recreated this is a kid's game. But to be fair, I don't think a grown man went in the game and made this, if we're being completely honest. This looks like something that like first of all, what grown man has enough time for something like this? This looks like a 13, 14, maybe even a 15, 16, 17-year-old saw that meme, maybe saw the video, whatever, thought it would be funny to put in the game. So they spent their unemployed afternoon and night making this whole thing. If I'm being honest, that's what it kind of looks like. It don't look like a grown adult purposely put this in a game for malice intent towards children. I don't think so. And it's like, that is crazy that I stopped right on this frame. And it's like, bro, we live in the internet age. Like, people love the internet so much, but this is, on the opposite side of that, kids that have a bunch of access to the internet have access and the potential to see all of these things unrestricted. So it's like, you take what you can, what you get, you know what I mean? This is what we get partially with the internet. But yeah, this is a crazy image. You guys setting the black community back a couple of decades with this one. Wow.
Some of these Roblox servers are even worse than GTA servers. They literally found Kim Kardashian's kids on Roblox and they sent them Kim's sex tape.
Everybody, look it. This is on
No.
What? Who made that? Who made that?
Mind you, this is like a toddler preschool age at best. So if a billionaire kid is getting exposed to this stuff this young, best believe other kids are too.
Let me see. Click on it.
He thinks it's a game.
Hold on. Chloe, look at this.
This is a character on Roblox, what it says.
What? I know, that's why I said.
That's not my character, that's a game.
That man was swaying bullets. He said, that's not my character. He had to clarify because he was not trying to get the whooping. That's so real. Got to clarify why they talking about it so they know this is a game. This is a video. This is not me. Real.
Oh, well then we're suing them if it's a game with my name and picture.
Suing is crazy.
There was a picture of my
You said we're
crackers,
suing them.
And then I looked at it and it said
something super inappropriate like Kim's new sex tape. This is supposed to be unreleased footage from my old sex tape.
Wow.
The last thing that I want as a mom is for my past to be brought up 20 years later.
And the crazy thing is, a lot of today's OnlyFans models are probably gonna be dealing with stuff like this in like another 10, 20 years when they have kids. Now, obviously, kids aren't naturally this perverse to do something like this, so I'm sure there was an adult involved somewhere in this process to allow something like this to happen. And now I'm just wondering, like, do you guys want to turn every generation into gooners? And I know some of you guys are probably thinking, Bonnie Blue is a spicy content creator, so how do you expect her to act? This kind of fits the description, and it aligns with who she is as a person. It fits the bill. Then how about regular actors? Meet Sydney Sweeney, one of the actors from the show Euphoria. Although Sydney Sweeney gained notoriety from Euphoria, one of the things that also gained notoriety was her sex appeal and her body. So using that clout she gained from her looks, she went and did this.
Hello, you dirty little boys.
Wow.
So we're already starting off strong.
Dirty
She's
little
naked in a
boys.
bathtub, making crazy eye contact and talking in like the most seductive tone ever. And
that is a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. What is going on with the whole dirty look? Nah, I feel like sexual ads, like I'm gonna be honest, I feel like sexual ads, even if you look back to, you know, the 80s and the 90s, they've always been targeted towards like boys, like teenage boys, anywhere between the age of like 13 to like 17, 18, 19. It's always been targeted towards teens. Most of sexual things have been targeted towards teens and people in their early 20s. So, I mean, I don't really see this as like something to be crazy complaining about, honestly.
And besides the fact that she said, hello, you dirty little boys, I think we know what audience this is catered towards.
Are you interested in my
Which is
body?
fine. There's nothing wrong with
Wash?
that.
Well, you can't have it. Because this isn't for boys, it's for men.
So she made a soap with her bathwater. And no, this isn't satire, it isn't a joke, it isn't a prank, it isn't April 1st. Sydney Sweeney has collaborated with Dr. Squatch to release a men's soap called Sydney Bathwater Bliss, which includes a small amount of her actual bathwater. So I'm just wondering, doesn't this kind of defeat the purpose of soap? You know, something that's supposed to clean you? And I think everyone besides the Gooners sees how crazy this whole situation is.
So go
It's
to
not that crazy.
DrSquatch.com today and quit being a dirty little boy.
They're cooking her in these comments. You just set women back at least a decade. This is pathetic. This is weird. Who thought this was a good idea? Can you imagine if a man did this and said dirty little girls? Sydney, you're setting us back. She thinks she's so sexy but has the most dead spirit inside. Right must be high. Just set us back 100 years, why don't you? I insist. This is a joke, right? Are the bills really that high? Yeah, so why are we fighting for our rights again? Like, just based off her language, using the term.
But it's even then, like, why are you telling a woman what she can do? Like, why is it so, I'm saying why, like I don't know the answer, but I just find it so weird that people are angry at other women for what they do with their bodies. And as women, isn't the whole point of feminism is so women can be open and literally do whatever they want, even if it's not traditionally accepted as how a woman should act? Like, what the? But, you know, like I said, it's the internet. So, hey, this is the point of the internet at the end of the day, right? To complain about stuff that doesn't matter, nor does it help you. A bunch of unemployed mud effers that just talking about a bunch of random ish. This is pretty much the internet.
Boy, can we assume that she's marketing this towards young men, possibly underage boys? And I don't know if this is another marketing strategy, but some people say they did an unboxing and they found a hole in the middle of the bar of soap. So whether this was a manufacturing error or not, you already know what these gooners are gonna do as soon as they get that bar of soap. Best believe they're gonna make a hole in the middle. And they're about to go crazy. You're about to see dudes who never cleaned their meat properly have clean spot.
Wow, okay, yep. I think that's the end of this video. Shout out to Shem. This is a pretty chill video. I'm Alice Virgo, man. Check out my main channel, Alice Virgo. I think Gen Z women do not need to be stopped, and women should be able to do whatever they want, including Sydney Sweeney, including Bonathan Blue. Yeah, do what you want. It's your life. Stop living your life for other people. Anyways, with that, man, I'm Alice Virgo. Check out my main channel. This is my second channel. I'll see y'all. Love.